Hey y'all. So, a few times now I've gotten some comments in my demanding the powers that be search the landfill videos, saying that MMIW, missing murdered Indigenous women, is a cult. Well, let's define a cult, to which we use the BITE model. A cult is any group, doesn't have to be religious, that tries to control your behavior, the information, your thoughts, and emotional control. I had to look that one up because I can't remember what it was. Okay, so does the group try to control your behavior? Do they try to control what things you watch, what things you read, what things you wear, who you can date or marry, whether or not your children can go to school, things like that. MMIW, one, is not an organization, and they do not control anybody's behavior. Do they control your BI information? Well, nobody who's searching for their missing family or friends is telling anybody to not research anything. Jehovah's Witnesses will, but who's telling anybody not to research anything? Okay, thought. Are they controlling your thoughts? Nobody's controlling my thoughts. Nobody's telling me that I can't think certain things. Nobody's telling me that I can't lust after somebody and tell me that's a sin, that I might as well gouge my own eyes out. Nobody involved with MMIW is trying to control anybody's thoughts. And then emotional control. Well, there's a lot of emotions, that's for sure, going around. But nobody is trying to control anybody's emotions. Nobody is telling you to ignore the negative emotions that you're feeling and only embrace your good ones. Nobody is telling you that, feeling sad about something or depressed might as well be a sin, and you don't want to sin against God. Who is doing that involved with MMIW? So therefore, my friends, fellow colleagues, and people watching me on the internet, it's not a cult at all. Yeah. The other thing that people were saying is that, they're dumping bodies at pipelines and things like this to protest pipelines. Okay. An example, please. An example, because I'm pretty sure we would be hearing about that a bit more. And it would be found bodies and not still missing people. Am I wrong? Am I missing something here? I don't know. This filter's fun. Anyways, so please stop saying that in my videos, because I will come at you with the psychology and the anthropology and the sociology background that I have. No, in no way, shape, or form is MMIW a cult or cult-like, and is not a high-control group in any way, shape, or form. If you would like to continue this conversation, have examples on how it is a cult, I am slightly fascinated, intrigued, not in a good way, but tell me please, because I would really like to hear how MMIW fits the BITE model. Because if something doesn't fit the BITE model, it's probably not a cult. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not. It's a good thing. I'm not saying MMIW is not a good thing, but you know what I mean. Just because something isn't a cult doesn't mean it's automatically a good organization. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, no, in no way, shape, or form does MMIW. Like, are you stupid? I'm sorry. I really shouldn't, question people's intellect, but I'm questioning y'all's, and again, I really think that these are bots or something, because it's the exact same copy paste, so it was different people, and I'm just like, questionable. But yeah, so anyways, I deleted those comments because I did not want that kind of negativity involving my videos, or anybody who, well, I disappeared. Anybody who is involved, who personally is suffering because of missing loved ones, sees those comments. I don't want them having that kind of a day because of me and my video. And they're like, oh, rock on in my comments. And then they see somebody saying it's a cult and that it's all placed bodies and shit like that. It's just like, I don't want that. That's not cool. That's not what we do here. Anyways, yeah, no, not a cult. So please shut up. Bye. I'm flying away on a dragon so high in the sky.